Greetings, everyone, and welcome to another episode of the One GDFA podcast. I'm your host, Next Herder. We'll start things off with Scar Development as the next 7-star raid event has already started. This one is actually starring a Water Terror type Pikachu, of all things. and it's running until Pokemon Day on Monday. And apparently this Pikachu is quite stacked. Apparently it has a bit more HP than even the previous 7-star raid event. And it's also holding a light ball. This is the first 7-star raid event where the What?
Nothing. Continue.
Okay. Yeah, this is actually the first 7-star raid event where the target is holding holding any item. So that's only going to make things a little bit harder. And it's got some pretty nasty moves going on with it. Thunder, Surf, Play Rough, Iron Tail, and Rain Dance are the moves that it could come with.
Jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not about that.
Yeah. Clodsire with War Absorb about to come through again for this raid. I mean, it's still got immense coverage with Play Rough and Iron Tail, so it's not completely walled. But still, Light Ball Pikachu that you can get for grabs. And it's of course level 100 as well.
That is a stacked Pikachu as well, so.
Yeah, and apparently, according to Cerebi, it's EV trained in with max special attack and HP with 6 attack.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah,
that's a rip. I say that's worth it.
That's a ripped Pikachu.
Yep. It's a cracked Pikachu.
It's champion level Pikachu.
It's Ash's Pikachu.
Okay, but how cool would it have been if it was actually Ash's Pikachu doing in these raids instead of...
That would be so fitting.
It would be. I'm not sure, although I don't know.
Especially since, Ash is leaving. But yeah.
I don't remember if any of the Ash Cat Pikachus are obtainable through distributions yet. Maybe not yet.
I don't remember.
I don't think so either. In any case. But yeah, like I said already, this raid event goes until Monday on Pokemon Day. And we'll talk more about Pokemon Day in a bit, because we gotta get to do some anime stuff first. Starting things off with today's episode of NPM, which saw Ash's Lapras coming back. And oh my god, it was such a fun episode.
Yeah, it was really fun and cute. Just really wholesome in general.
It was a really fun episode in general. Like at the start of the episode when Lapras appeared on screen, I may or may not have teared up a bit.
Yeah, it was really good to see Lapras back. It should have stayed. I don't care. I don't care.
No, but the whole plot spins around Lapras coming to beat up to find Ash to help with a stuck Wailmer. And the methods that they used to try and set Wailmer free it was so funny to watch. First of all, Ash and Misty fished it out with their fishing rods, and at first it worked, but then Wailmer got so excited that Wailmer evolved and got itself stuck again.
Yep.
And as they were trying to find a way to set Wailmer free, Pikachu saw the Team Rocket nearby and basically forced them to help.
Yeah, that was amazing.
It was so funny to witness.
Yeah.
And then we get to see a bunch of reserves from Ash in this episode. Aside from Bayleaf, we also saw Torterra, Kingler, Heracross, Surfetch'd, and Kingler. I think, did I already mention Kingler?
Yeah, you did.
I did, okay.
Yeah, but I was super happy to see particularly Kingler and Torterra. Just because it's been a while since we've seen them.
Yeah, exactly. And
actually doing something on screen. It was so good.
Yeah.
And Torterra learned Frenzy Plant.
Yeah, that gave us a shock to both of us.
Yeah.
Brock's out here casual.
Ash's Torterra is taking some lessons from Paul's Torterra.
Yep. He got so fed up with was getting done dirty at the end of DP that
Yeah.
he decided to learn a new move on his own and
I
not
mean,
Speedland.
I mean, it, it's not like it battled or anything in this episode, but still,
I know, but still.
yeah.
It's great to see
But it was
that.
good to it was good to see like one of the more underrated mons from Ash's Sinnoh team to be
Absolutely.
back.
But
Yeah,
the
because Torterra just keeps getting the short end of the stick.
yeah. So it came
But
back to
yeah,
so now it came back to be useful, but it actually learned a new move since the last time we saw it. So
yeah.
it was just a win-win situation.
And
And like we haven't
actually, like I think I even mentioned that we should see Torterra again. And what do you know?
you called it.
Yeah.
Wasn't that during an episode or was it just a random Twitter post?
No, I think we were just discussing it here in the server.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't even remember the last time we brought up Torterra. It's been too long.
I think it was between me and Lori.
Ah, okay, that makes sense then.
Yeah.
Gotcha. All right. Yeah, and like Latias was watching very frequently in this episode too.
Yeah, like they showed her a bunch of time.
Like this is kind of like a bigger teaser for episode 10 of NPM.
Yep.
And next episode, the Bayonet one, we'll at least see Ash's Gengar come back for the episode. Because this week
Yes,
we got to see
and
Surfetched again.
the duck. Yamon.
Come on.
Okay, that was a better impression.
I personally didn't think it was that good, but okay.
I mean, it was better than mine.
Okay. But yeah, we got the titles for the final two episodes of NPM.
We're ending. We are near the ending. No.
The final episode is gonna be on March 24th.
Okay, okay, but can we talk about how good the last episode title is? Like it's such a good title.
Let me go look at it again because I saw it this morning, but I kind of forgot. Rainbow and the Pokemon Master.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, that is such a good title. I wonder if I wonder if that indicates that Ho will come back
I was literally thinking
again
about Ho-Oh. Uh,
because there was a. Do you remember that tweet that that person posted where it was like, "Oh, this Pokemon that everyone has been waiting for will come back," or something like that.
I I think so, yeah.
Yeah,
Because like
maybe.
I remember seeing that tweet and I'm like, that sounds very vague. It could be literally anything.
Yeah,
Because like it didn't indicate that it was gonna be one of Ash's Pokemon, but it also didn't indicate that it was a Pokemon that Ash met but didn't catch.
yeah. Considering the title of the last episode is probably Ho, even though like we literally saw Ho at the last episode of Journeys, but you know it's Ho,
I mean,
and you know
it would come full
it
circle.
would come full circle. Yes, because you know this is the last episode with Ash.
Yep, exactly.
So yeah, I think it might be Ho. Like it's a name, but who knows?
Yeah, I mean we're exactly a month away from that, so it could be anything.
Oh shit, we are a month away. Yeah. Well, as of recording the podcast,
Yeah,
at least.
as of when recording this, obviously the episode will have come out a couple days later.
Yeah.
But in any case, as episode 10, we'll see Latios come in,
Yep.
and this one,
Something about a hunter, right?
yes, the summary says, "quote Latias appears again in front of Ash and Pikachu using its dream projection. It shows Ash and the others a Pokemon hunter attacking a Latios. Ash and the others head out to save Latios. Can they save Latios? God, the stream projection thing is giving me Heroes vibes with sightseeing.
I I know. Except Ash should catch Latias, please.
Oh, it's sight sharing. Sight sharing. That's what it is.
Okay, but could you imagine if the hunter miraculously turned out to be Hunter J, even though she like
There's
died
absolutely no
in
shot it's
DP?
gonna be Jay.
I know. But
Like
like, just
she,
imagine.
she got
I know
freaking
it's
murdered by the late Guardians in DP.
she basically died in DP. There's no way. But like, it would be so funny.
Like the
Just
whip,
like I'm back, bitches.
yeah, the whiplash I would get if it was actually Jay would be immenseful.
To just be like, I'm back, bitches.
Yes, exactly. Like that's just
Speaking of which, like she is like one of the more underrated villains in the
absolutely.
series. Like no one talks about her.
And like she actually was like a very threatening one at that too.
She was so menacing.
Like she posed like a legitimate threat to the group.
Yeah. Oh, we're gonna reach those episodes pretty soon, I think.
Yeah, if we actually get back to watching TP.
Yeah, if it wasn't for Laurie's freak, if it wasn't for Laurie's screwed up sleep schedule.
No offense, Lori. No offense. In any case, as as episode 9, we'll see Team Rocket reunited with their Pokemon that they left at their HQ.
Yes, more precisely, they're old Pokemon.
Yeah, exactly.
And this is so exciting.
I
This is
know.
so exciting. It's something we've always wanted.
Yes. And like there was this one tweet that we saw a couple days before the screenshot came out. And like I was debating about whether or not this was actually legit or not, but a couple days later
Nope, it's legit.
it's confirmed.
Yep. We'll be seeing Mime Jr., Among Us, Carnivine, Yamask, Inkay, Woobat,
Yeah, Mega,
yeah, Mega,
Gorgeist,
Seviper,
and Frillish.
Gorgeist,
I
Frillish.
like before we started recording, I was telling Honey that how much I forgot that Jesse had a Frillish.
Yeah.
Like I watched all of Black and White when it came out, and I completely forgot about Frillish. Like I knew about James Simongus, but I completely forgot that. Like, and I knew about Jesse's Woobat, but I completely forgot that she had Frillish, and of course Yamask as well.
Yep.
And like,
But man,
and like yesterday, I was so excited about Gorgeist, but turns out the screenshot that I saw was just an older screenshot from XY.
yeah. It's okay though. We got the actual screenshot today.
Who's freaking out now?
Yep. No, but like this is so good.
Okay, but
This is so good.
could you?
I just want their release mons to appear
I was I
somehow.
was literally about to bring that up. Like, could you imagine if Arbok and Wheezy came back at the last second?
I don't expect it, but
Neither
like
do I.
a flashback would be nice.
Yeah, I think a flashback is likely
Like,
more than
yeah,
them actually appearing on
I
screen.
want I want Dustox to return so badly.
Oh my god.
Like after rewatching AG, like she is. I have no idea what gender Dustox is, but it's like one of my favorite Jessie mons, along with Seviper.
Yeah, same.
And seeing like Ash reuniting with Butterfree just made me want Jessie to reunite with Dustox even more.
Yeah, like if Ash can reunite with Butterfree, anything can happen, really.
Yeah. And that Dustox release was basically mirroring Ash's Butterfree release anyway.
You will see me crying like a bitch if that happens.
Eh, no, but that did happen in DP. It was
saying
based.
about the reunion, not the release.
Oh
I
yeah.
should have specified that.
No, you're good. No, but please, I don't care. Just bring Dustox back.
Oh my god.
Bring Chimecho back.
Chimecho.
Arbok and Weezing and Victory Bell.
What even happened to Victory Bell? I never got to see its release.
Didn't Victory Bell also go along with some other Victory Bell?
I don't remember. I never saw Victory Bell's release.
I think it did. Like that's what I'm remembering.
Yeah, like
I think. Don't quote me on that.
yeah, I can't even do that even if I could.
Let me Google it.
Yeah, because like
What happened?
I never saw Victory Bell's departure, so I have no idea. That's one part of OS that I'm still very unfamiliar with. But in any case, this is exciting. Like Team Rocket deserves to reunite with their Pokemon as much as Ash does. Like because this is a pretty clear indicator that Team Rocket's going to be leaving alongside Ash.
Yeah.
But my biggest question is, how exactly are they going to be written off if they are actually leaving?
Well, I know the episode is just gonna be like, oh, we're gonna catch Pikachu, but the ultimate way with bringing all of our old Pokemon. But yeah, I don't know how they're gonna write them off.
Yeah,
It's
that's
probably gonna be like, oh yeah, we're just gonna chase Pikachu forever.
as a,
I can't see it ending any other way.
yeah, I don't know either. A lot of
or,
questions.
or like or like James and Jesse actually get promotions.
Maybe I don't know.
I have no idea. But no, I don't see them because like Giovanni wouldn't do that.
Because like,
At least I don't think so.
like Giovanni Loki hates them.
Yeah.
like
Like
it's
Giovanni like in older seasons like most of the time didn't even know who they were. Like or at least didn't remember.
like it makes you wonder why Giovanni still has them on Team Rocket.
Like I said, he doesn't remember, he doesn't care. He doesn't care to remember. But yeah, this is gonna be like the last episode of Team Rocket. I'm not ready.
Oh my god, I'm not ready for these last few episodes in general.
Me too. It's gonna be such an um emotional fest.
Yeah, bitches be crying over the Pokemon anime.
It's us. We're bitches.
Yep, exactly. But moving on from that, as a new character for the Gen 9 anime was revealed, and whose name's Professor Freed, was accompanied by Captain Pikachu.
It's a Captain Pikachu.
Like there's no way they were not gonna have a main character not have a Pikachu. Like Pikachu was
Yeah,
still,
they gotta have the mascot in the anime
yeah,
somehow.
yeah, exactly. Like with Ash leaving, they gotta fill the shoe with a main character having a Pikachu, and Professor Freed is gonna fill that gap.
I'm I'm hoping that we at least see um Professor Clavel at some point though,
Oh yeah,
because I do like him and I do like Freed as well. Uh, just just based on the design alone, and Captain Pikachu is really cute.
yeah, Captain
But yeah,
Pikachu's
I
adorable.
still do want to see Clavel some point in the anime.
Yeah, that would be cool.
Yeah,
But like the cap for Captain Pikachu reminds me a lot of Drake's cap.
yeah, because they're both captains.
Yeah, and like I saw a couple memes of Captain Pikachu earlier today, both on Discord and on Twitter. Has begun douchebag smarts.
Yeah, like Lori literally posted that in the server like this morning.
A Pikachu? Captain Pikachu!
The
You gotta love it though.
the new Pikachu meme.
Oh, I love that. But anyway, moving on from that, as Pokemon Day is right around the corner. In fact,
Ayo,
as of when this episode goes up, tomorrow we'll see a new Pokemon Presents at 9 a.m. EST.
yes.
At long last. The days leading up to this have been quite a drag to me. But in any case, we're about to go ahead and talk about our official predictions for Pokemon Presents.
Well, the only thing I expect is some DLC content
Yeah,
and some random updates for Unite and Masters and the other games that no one really cares about.
yeah,
But
I
yeah, the main thing I expect is a DLC, and that's about it. And the lesser expectation is some kind of new spin-off.
yeah, like I think yeah, what you said is pretty much identical to what I was gonna say for mine. because
Okay.
yeah, like the big expectation from everyone is Scarlet Violet DLC, and I think that is likely. And yeah, they're probably gonna start the presentation with updates on their live service games and whatnot,
Yep.
as well as on the 7-star Pikachu raid event in Scarlet Violet. And
Oh yeah.
with Scarlet Violet getting DLC, that most likely means we're not getting the main game this year. Thank God, if we don't need another one. I said it count.
Imagine though.
I said it countless times. I said it countless times, and we don't need another main game this year. Like,
Imagine they threw us another curveball. Hey guys,
please no.
there's a new game, Pokemon Legends Celebi.
Please, no. I would love. First of all, I would love to do my this game, but we don't need a main game this
Not
year.
this year.
The Pokemon Company and Game Freak need to slow down.
Hey guys, new Pokemon Legends, the original dragon.
Oh my god, that's something that we could discuss for another day because wow, there's a lot that we could discuss for that.
Yeah.
But like, with us not getting a mainline game this year, potentially, as Scarlet Violet's getting DLC, I think we could get a new big spinoff this year. Most likely Mystery Dungeon, if I had to guess.
Please, please, Mystery Dungeon. A new one. Please.
Yeah, I can see either being like there was some word about Mystery Dungeon on Twitter a couple weeks ago, but I didn't look much into it. But the most I can expect are three things: one, Red Rescue Team getting added to Nintendo Switch Online. Two,
Yeah, I think that's actually a viable option.
yeah, like I could, like when the Game Boy Advance and Game Boy were announced for NSO, like I said that I think the spin-offs have a greater chance of coming to the service than the main series games. And
Yeah.
I'll come back to that later on, but I could see Red Rescue Team coming to NSO, even though we have Rescue Team DX, but like we we have Link's Awakening DX and the Link's Awakening remake on the same platform, and we have the original Super Mario Bros. 3 and the Game Boy Advance remake of that on the Switch. So like, if those can happen, no, we also have Super Mario All Stars on the SNES as well, and that's on the Switch.
Yep.
So like, if all that can happen, then I don't see any issue with Red Rescue Team coming to NSO.
Yeah, I can see it happening.
I could also see
You know what we need?
a new original Mission Dungeon.
That, and we also need Pokemon Sleep and
I'm,
and
I'm not.
Detective Pikachu 2.
We have a better shot of Detective Pikachu 2 than Pokemon Sleep.
Yeah, give me any of those and I'm fine.
I'm not getting my hopes up on any of those though.
I'm not either, but like it would be nice.
It would be funny to see it happen.
Yeah.
But in any case, yeah, either Rabbit Team, the original Mission Dungeon, or a remake of Explorers the Sky. As there was some hinting and referencing to Explorers the Sky in Rescue Team DX, most notably including the shiny Celebi in one of the post game dungeons.
Yeah, I wouldn't know. I've never played them.
You should play Rescue Team DX.
Well, not yet.
Uh, I'm not going down that rabbit hole. I've called you out on it several times in past
I
episodes.
know, I know.
Yeah, I think any of those three are possible. If I had to place a bet on it, I think it would probably be. I think, as much as I want a new original Mission Dungeon, I think an Explorers the Sky remake is more likely. Honestly,
It's more likely, but we should just get a new one.
yeah, like we definitely need a new.
We need a new game with the new starters.
Yeah, like we haven't gotten a Mission Dungeon for Gen 7 or Gen 8.
Yeah, and they absolutely deserve it.
Yes, exactly. Like I want to play through a Mission Dungeon that's popular. God damn it! And not just because I'm biased.
Are you sure about that?
Perhaps. No, but like I think Missing Dungeon has the best shot of seeing getting something shown at the Pokemon Presents. I don't see any other spin-off series getting anything shown in this presentation. Like the presentation, I don't know if it's truly 20 minutes or because like the English socials are saying 20 minutes, but the Japanese version is apparently 25 minutes.
Well, we'll just say more or less 20 minutes, I guess.
Yeah, because like, in fact, let me go check Cerebi and see. I can also just go check Twitter, but like I'm lazy. Cerebi says it's 25 minutes, but if I go check
That
Pokemon's,
is that is actually a lot. 25 minutes.
yeah,
That's a
if that,
lot that you could put into.
yeah, like if that ends up being the case, then this will actually be the longest Pokemon Presents. Like, yeah, the English social on Twitter is saying 20 minutes.
Yeah, even if it's like 20 minutes, that's still a lot of information.
What else could they squeeze in 5 minutes?
Well, they could waste time on like the irrelevant stuff like Unite Masters or whatever,
I mean, they're
and
gonna.
Cafe Remix, I guess, and about Scarlet and Violet.
I
And
mean,
then they're probably gonna get into like the DLC.
like
And
I think for because like I think that for the Japanese version, considering that it's gonna be 5 minutes longer than the international version, I think the Japanese version might see some kind of music video because I don't see them talking about the anime in this.
yeah,
Like
maybe.
I think we'll get some kind of montage to start the presentation and then go into the live service games and then talk about like spin-offs and whatnot
Yeah,
and then maybe end the presentation with Scarlet Violet DLC.
yeah, most likely.
And like there are a lot of people saying hoping for Gens 1 through 3 coming to Nintendo Switch Online.
Yeah, there are a lot of people. I'm kind of on the fence about it.
I
Like I want it, but I don't expect it.
like I think look I was gonna make a video about this, but I never got around to doing it. But like the way I see it, I do think Gens 1 through 3 will come to the Switch, just not on Nintendo Switch Online. Because
I mean, yeah. I mean, yeah, I'll take that.
like the NSL apps have a couple features in their emulators, such as rewind and save states. And if you recall, the Virtual Console re-releases of Gens 1 and 2 on the 3DS did not support save states.
Yeah, yeah, I do remember that.
And the NSO apps also support cloud saves, and none of the main My Pokemon games support cloud saves, going all the way back to Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee.
Yeah, that's dumb. They should start doing that.
I guess their main reason is to curb cheating, but like there are ways you can get around that.
There are ways to get around that though.
Like Splatoon 3 has cloud saves, while Splatoon 2 didn't. So current Nintendo has found a way to get around the cheating while still supporting cloud saves. But
Yeah,
like
like
I'm
you
that
could easily implement that.
but then again that's like comparing apples to oranges, so what do I know? But like the thing is, there are also like there's a lot of games on the Switch that also don't support cloud saves. I thought it was just Pokemon and Splatoon, but no, there's actually a lot more games than I thought. A lot of it is third party stuff, but like it's a pretty large list regardless. But like it had to like, and plus I think the big one is well on that end you'll also be locking games behind a paid subscription, which I don't think is like Pokemon usually doesn't lean into subscriptions that often. Like the only ones that they've come out with are Pokemon Bank and Home, and even then those are just storage services and not services where you can access games. So I feel like and not only I mean granted that I'm just realizing that that is kind of irrelevant because Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2 are coming to the N64 NSO, and the trading card game is coming to the Game Boy service at some point. So that could very well just be rambling about nonsense. However, I think the big reason for it is for this is Pokemon Home compatibility. Oh, we lost Honey.
Yeah, I don't know what you were talking about before the Wi-Fi cut out.
Oh, you don't even remember what I was talking about before you got
Mm,
disconnected?
No.
Okay, I'll just do a quick rundown here. Well, I did talk about save states and rewind and whatnot,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah.
as well as cloud saves.
Yep, yep. I remember now.
All right, and that was so I must have gotten to talk about the nature of a subscription and whatnot before you got disconnected. Because
Okay.
I was saying earlier, Pokemon does not really lean into subscription services all that much. But the only ones that they've come out with are for bank and home, and even then, those are storage services instead of a service where you can access games.
Yeah.
I mean, granted, Nintendo Switch Online is still a relatively new concept for Nintendo themselves, but like even so, I don't think like at first I was thought that they probably wouldn't want their games on buying subscription, but then I remembered Pokemon Stadium 1 and 2, as well as the trading card game, are all coming to NSO at some point this year. So that probably is getting tossed out the window, and I'm just rambling about nonsense.
Gotcha.
But I mean, I think it did say when Pokemon Stadium was revealed to be coming to NSO that transfer was not going to be doable.
So
But
let's just make a new Pokemon Stadium.
I mean, we don't really need it though because like because if you get the Switch and the mainline games kind of doubles that,
Yeah. Feel like it'd be cool.
yeah, it would be a good as like a even that's no nostalgic throwback.
Yeah.
But I mean,
They did do Pokemon Snap.
that is true. But like, at least a new Snap made sense, and new Stadium would not. I mean, the only way I can justify it is the mini games, but even then, they're just porting Stadium 1 and 2 to NSO.
Yeah. 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 Oh my gosh.
Wow, you okay?
Yeah, my voice just needed some
Wow.
clearing up.
Oh my god. But yeah, and I think the last thing for that for this is I think they're probably gonna want to enable Pokemon Home compatibility
Yeah.
because like trying to optimize Pokemon Home for a very small number of games in this giant app just doesn't make a lot of sense to me. I mean, I'm no game
Yeah.
designers.
It's really inconvenient, I think.
Yeah, I feel like I feel that's why I feel like they should just do a standalone collection. And I feel like I'm gaslighting myself about this at this point.
You've mentioned it so many
I'm
times.
just gaslighting myself for this.
Pokemon should have done it by now, though.
But like, I feel like if there was any time to do it, I think now is finally the time because like
Yeah.
in 2021, you know, it was the 25th anniversary, but you had the Sinnoh remakes coming out. In 2022, you had a new generation, and this year 2023,
Plus, yeah.
and
Plus,
Legends as well, and Legends as well.
yeah. I was gonna say Legends. Yeah.
Yeah, like the 2022 was just hectic, but
Yeah.
2023 looks to be kind of quiet for the most part, with us going about DLC and a potential big spinoff. And plus, Game Boy and Game Boy Advance are now on Nintendo Switch Online, meaning that the emulators for those are readily accessible for not.
Give me Emerald. Give me Emerald.
And I think and no matter which way they go, they're probably going to add local and online multiplayer, which would be a huge first for the Game Boy games.
Yeah.
As like the multiplayer mini games in Fire Emblem Leaf Green would finally be more easily accessible, for example.
Exactly.
Plus, it would just be a much easier way and more convenient way to access Gens 1 through 3 on the Switch. But I feel like, you know, given how big of a deal, how big of these releases were back in the day, especially Gens 1 and 2, I think, consider how big of a deal they made with Gens 1 and 2 coming to the 3DS Virtual Console, you know, I think there's a solid chance that they could come to NSO, but I could also see them getting like a standalone release on the Switch, whether it just be
Yeah.
directly, but
I feel like either is likely.
either as a standalone collection or just as standalone releases on the eShop.
Yeah. Yeah.
And we know that there are some games on the Switch that have done this when there were those games get collections, like the recent Ancient Odyssey collection that was shown in the Nintendo Direct. Yeah, that's getting that collection is coming in December, but each game in that collection is also going to be available to be purchased individually.
Yeah, Pokemon could definitely do that.
So I think it's possible that Pokemon could go this route too. I just don't know how likely it is.
We'll just have to see on Monday.
Yeah, I'm not gonna have my hopes up about any kind of re-release, to be honest. Because like, yeah, as much sense as it makes for these re-releases to happen now, I just don't think it's likely. Yeah, as
Watch you say that, and then this will age like milk, and it
yeah,
happens.
exactly. Just look at last year when we made our Pokemon.
Oh, there is no way. There is no way that we're getting Gen 9 this
We
year.
gaslighted
No.
ourselves into thinking there's not going to be Gen 9. And when and Pokemon Company was like, so you thought.
That's why I keep saying we're like, oh, we're so sure that that Scarlet and Violet DLC is happening, but who knows?
Yeah, exactly.
Although I do think it is happening still.
Yeah, but we have much more confidence about this happening. This was a much easier Pokemon Presents to predict than last February.
The Pokemon presents on Monday be like, are you sure about that?
True. Anything can happen, really.
Anything can happen.
Like they can throw a curveball and announce something that we're not even thinking about.
Pokemon Let's Go Johto.
Oh my god, please no. Again,
Okay,
we
but like that's actually a possibility, especially this year.
I just don't I just don't want another mainline game. Like we don't need to go back to annual releases.
I know.
And like I
But
feel
if
like
like if there is any time for another Let's Go Johto game, I feel like this year is it.
I feel
Even though I don't think that Game Freak is developing more Let's Go games.
yeah, like if we were gonna get another Let's Go game, it would have been sooner.
Yeah, but like
If they were
the years before it packed, so there is no way that we could have gotten it before.
yeah, exactly, because like when Let's Go came
And
out,
this, like you said, this year's been quiet, so who knows?
yeah, exactly. So like I mean it's only February, so things can usually ramp up from there.
Yeah, like we could get like uh I mean not Legends DLC. Oh my god, I'm still on Legends DLC. I meant Scarlet. We could get like Scarlet and Violet DLC, like one pack in the summer and one pack in December, and we could also get Let's Go Johto in November or
I
something.
I don't want that to happen though, because like Game Freak again needs
I
to
know you don't
slow
want, I know you
down.
don't want it. I know you don't want it, but I'm saying it could be a possibility, even though I don't think it will happen either.
Yeah, I just don't think that's possible.
Yeah, I know.
It's just
Don't worry, Cal. I don't think it's happening.
I know. Like like I said already, I do think Gens 1, 2, 3 do have a shot when it comes to the Switch. I just don't think it's gonna be a part of the Nintendo Switch Online. But like I said, more like a standalone collection. Plus, uh, they could add more games to that outside of Gens 1 through 3.
Yep,
Because like they already had the emulator for DS games thanks to the Wii U Virtual Console. Like
I
really,
forgot about that.
so like the only emulator that they had to make is for the 3DS games. Although the 3DS games is like a whole other rabbit hole.
Yeah,
And even the DS games as well, because like yeah, obviously you have the two screens. The Switch is a single screen, so how would you be able to have full screens be usable when playing on the TV?
exactly.
Like the only way you can get around that is by releasing a controller with a built-in screen.
Or
And
they could do, or they could just do something like what BDSP did, I guess.
uh, I don't see that.
Yeah, me neither.
Like I said already, I'm not gonna my hopes up about it because like yeah, as much as I want this to happen, the chances of it happening are so low that it's better to just not expect it. Like knowing my luck, like knowing us, they're probably like if we're being realistic here, I I think it's gonna start off with some kind of montage, then the live service games,
Yeah. Yep.
then
Then DLC, which I think will probably go on for like 10-15 minutes if they're gonna explain it,
yeah
if
yeah
they're
yeah.
gonna get into like details about it.
Yeah.
So
So like
I think that's enough for the whole direct.
Yeah, like I think they're gonna save the Scarlet Violet DLC for the end and talk about the spin-off game in the middle, and then spend the rest of the
Yeah.
time talking about Scarlet Violet DLC, much like how they introduced Sword and Shields DLC in 2020.
Yep. Yep.
And I think the release schedule is gonna be very similar to Sword and Shields, where we get one pack in the summer and another pack in the fall.
Yep. I think so too.
I think we will see a repeat of that, which so we'll probably get like 2 new areas to explore and quite a lot of Pokemon returning along with some getting regional variants.
Yeah, I
And
think we'll
complete
see. I think we'll see new paradox forms too.
I think Paradox Pokemon have a pretty high possibility of
Yeah, definitely.
well, I think there'll probably be some kind of story revolving those Paradox Pokemon.
Yeah, definitely. I think so too.
I want more Paldean forms as well.
Yeah, same.
Like we're definitely gonna get more Paradox Pokemon than the Paldean forms in the DLC, no matter which way we go. But like, I still want more than just two, you know.
Yeah.
But we're only a couple days away as of recording this, and by the time this episode comes out, it will be in less than 24 hours.
Yep.
That's just insane. Like, it's almost here.
It's almost here.
I'm excited though. This is
Me too. We're in that season for more Pokemon news. That's always exciting.
yeah, exactly. I was gonna make a joke, but I don't want to say it.
What?
I'm not gonna say it.
Now I want you to say it.
of course
Now
you were
you
gonna tell.
have to say it.
Of
Now you
course you
have
were
to
gonna
say
tell me
it.
that. Of course you were gonna tell me that.
So say it.
Oh my god.
Say it. Say it.
Uh,
Say it.
oh my god. Uh,
Well, we're waiting.
shut up.
The suspense.
Fine, I'll at least type it out so that I can, because I'm losing my train of thought.
Oh, okay, okay. The anticipation is real. If this is the nickel joke again, I swear.
It's not. It's not.
Because you keep on milking that joke.
Average person. I'm except for February because Valentine's Day.
Oh my
I'm
god.
except for February because Pokemon Day.
Mood. Okay, but Valentine's is like over.
I know.
Solid joke though. I always make that joke.
oh yeah. nah, but like, and of course I'll probably post them our live reaction shortly after the presentation airs on Monday.
What what time is it? 8 a.m.
Starts at 9.
Oh shit, man. That's exactly when I start work.
Oh
No.
no!
Come on.
God damn
This is
it!
so sad. This is
Uh,
so sad.
the presentation, the 27th being on a Monday is a blessing and a curse.
I I thought it was 8 a.m. I was like, okay, I still at least have an hour before, but no.
nope, it starts at 9.
Ugh, the urge to skip work is real now.
That's a load. Oh boy, you gotta
or
feel.
or I could or I could just watch it at the same time. Decisions, decisions.
Decisions.
We'll see.
No, but you gotta feel
I
bad for
I
those on
probably
the.
won't. I probably won't join in though. That's yeah. I probably won't join in.
Yeah. But you gotta feel bad for those on the West Coast still, because it starts at 6 a.m. in Pacific time.
Yeah. Ew. That's disgusting.
Like, I would never be able to wake up that early.
I would probably just stay in bed while watching it. To be honest, on my phone, if I was living in the West.
I wouldn't even want to wake up early to watch it live if I were in the Pacific time. I would just wait until I watch it whenever I wake up.
Yeah, but you know there are people who are gonna wake up that early.
Yeah, like I've seen plenty of content creators who live out west and they stream the reaction even though it's like ultra early for them.
Yeah, this is why you don't live in the West, people.
Ugh. More power to them, I guess. I could never.
Same.
Like that's just torture. Like I would rather have it start at like 10 or even or something. Like
Yeah. Yeah, you would love that.
I mean, at least for me, it wouldn't be any better for you.
No. I
But
think the perfect time would be like during lunch break.
yeah, like
That would be perfect for me.
yeah, but like that says such a niche case. Like what time doesn't that even start in Japan?
I don't know.
I think wait,
You could just do some googling on
yeah,
that.
that would be 11 p.m.
Oh, you see, that's much more reasonable
Like that's like at
for
the end.
them.
That's at the end of the day over there.
Yeah, that's usually when I'm awake too.
Same.
Well, I'm awake. I'm not busy.
Yes. But in any case, like 27th being on the Monday this year, like I said already, is both a blessing and a curse.
Yeah, because it's a work day.
But like
So sad.
last year, it was on a Sunday, and that's usually when our episodes come out. And
That
like
was perfect.
no, but like it started in the morning, so like, and our episodes usually come out at noon Eastern on.
Oh, right. And wasn't that the same episode where we predicted that
Yeah,
that Legends DLC was
like
gonna come out, but it didn't?
yeah, like last year, I set the upload time to be like an hour or so before the presentation aired, just so that our predictions can have at least a little time before they age poorly.
Yes, yes. You should update the description for that video and be like, yeah, this aged like milk.
I probably should, but I'm not going to because I'm lazy. But like, I looked like I was rolling out of bed that morning. Like I think I was still in my pajamas and in my bathrobe, and I still had my webcam on.
Mood.
like like a few days ago, I went back to watch our reaction to the Scar and Violet reveal, and we were like, "What is going on? What's happening?" The
Oh
whole
yeah,
time,
we
the whole
we
time.
all thought we. I remember we all thought that it was gonna be something about Detective Pikachu.
Yeah, like at the very, especially during the live action portion at the beginning,
Yeah, and then we were like, "Oh no, is this Gen 9?"
and then because like you see Scar and Violet colored lights coming out of of that one room,
Well, we didn't know it was.
and
We didn't know it was leading to Scarlet Violet.
not but like,
Yeah,
oh my god, you gotta love it though.
Gen 9, Gen 9.
Because like even when the gameplay ended and it was cutting to the start, I was like, "What is happening?" And then the lights turns on to show the starters, and I'm like, "It is Gen 9. What? I'm
Yeah.
sorry."
Yeah.
And and you're like, "Can we go back?" That was a wild morning that last year.
That was a wild morning. What is great.
Because like they announced Gen 9 not even a full month after Legends Arceus came out, and all Legends
I
Arceus got
know.
post launch was the Daybreak update.
Yep.
I don't think we're gonna be seeing something similar for this presentation.
I can't wait for Legend Zygarde on Monday.
Oh my god. Good god. Jesus Christ. We're just gaslighting ourselves at this point.
I know. Like literally anything can happen.
It really is.
But
I,
yeah,
I was like, that's like, Pokemon is so hard to predict at times, but it's
I
fun.
know.
But it's fun at the same time because you never know what they're gonna come up with next.
And it's funny because we get to see our reactions to what they actually post.
Yep. And then just all the fan artists going absolutely bonkers for recent art, like not even an hour after the presentation or the trailer comes out.
Yep, that's like the one thing we can be sure in any case of any Pokemon.
With any video game announcement for that matter.
Exactly.
Like, every now and then, whenever a new trailer comes out, I see a tweet of someone calling out calling out artists with a screenshot of Mina.
Yes.
Like, it's the most accurate call out I could ever see.
Exactly.
Like, it makes me jealous because I can never put out drawings that fast.
I know.
And
They'd be
I
like, I am speed.
and it's just like an hour of me just retweeting a bunch of fan art and just saving it, just downloading it onto my phone for the and just having my gallery be absolutely flooded with fan art I find on Twitter and whatnot.
Yep,
It's all in good fun though.
definitely.
I said talk about fan artists, and here I am still working on an ass drawing that I started back in fucking November. And like I was making it to commemorate Ash defeating Leon, and like I was so certain I was gonna get it done, but then that weekend. But here we go,
Uh,
4 months
and the
later,
week
and I'm
and the
still not
weekend be
done.
like, are you sure about
You guys are downing me.
that? Okay, 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 but
But
if you actually finish that drawing before NPM ends, then yeah.
I mean, if I can't finish an Ash drawing before NPM ends, then I have a problem.
It's called procrastination. That's what it's called. That's the problem.
And like I'm at the coloring phase of that drawing, so like I should be done soon.
Procrastination.
Please let there be a SpongeBob gif of that. Yes, there is.
Oh shit! Yeah, that is amazing. I love that. I love that.
It's me in a nutshell, though. I mean, I could always save on posting it for when the final episode of NPM comes out. Yes, yes. If I kind of procrastinated with my Gens 1 through 3 NSL video, but also mental health be like, fuck you, you're not doing anything.
And procrastination.
It was a double whammy, really. And like the thing is with that video, I had the whole script written out, and I had a shot list to do as well. And like, when would when did and like I was about to start actually shooting the video, but then the subs for an NPM episode came out right as I was about to start. And I was like, oh shit, already? Fuck me, I was doing some preparations to record the video.
Oh yeah, I remember that. Wasn't that like last week,
Um,
or was it last 2 weeks or something?
it was shit up last week. It was before the stream.
Oh, oh right, yeah. Okay, it was last week.
Oh, that's great. And like the preparation I had to do for that was obnoxious. And all that went to nothing. Because like I was clearing out one of my folding tables, and I wanted to get some footage of Pokemon Bank on my one of my 3DS consoles, and I wanted to do it on my one of my XLs for to get the bigger screens, but it didn't have an active Pokemon Bank pass, so I had to link my Nintendo Network ID to a backup Nintendo account, add money to that,
Oh my god.
merge the funds to my 3DS, buy a Pokemon Bank pass, and like I only wanted to do it so I could download Poke Transporter. But if you never,
All of that just to tell Pokemon Trends. Oh my
but
god.
like if you never bought a Pokemon Bank Pass, you can't download a Poke Transporter. You need to have bought a pass
Yikes.
at least once to just download Poke Transporter, and you just can't search Poke Transporter on the fucking 3DS eShop.
Bruh.
Like
That is some
it,
bullshit.
it is bullshit, and it was the biggest waste of $10 I've ever done.
And yet you still did it.
And like I was fully committed to starting shooting the video, but then the subs for NPM came out. I'm like, damn it.
The one time that you were expecting it to come out later, it came out earlier.
Yeah, like I was fully preparing for the sounds to come out during the stream, but no, it came out an hour and a half before the stream.
Oh boy, Kyle's going insane again.
Flashback to last week's stream.
Yeah.
God, the amount of rage I did during that stream was.
That was
It,
insane.
I am so surprised I did not kill my voice.
Oh my god, after all of that yelling.
I am so surprised that I didn't lose my voice. Like the way and how, like, given how frequent and how hard I was yelling, and the fact that
That
my
was
mic
so
did,
funny.
and the fact that my mic did not make my voice sound like absolute ear rape is just as incredible.
Yeah,
especially,
because
especially,
you were going off. I mean off.
especially given how especially given how much I was screaming during the Nintendo Direct just a week prior, and like Mario was asking me to stop screaming during that.
To be honest, like it wasn't that loud for me. I don't know why. But like during the stream it kinda was. But it was funny.
Oh my god. I think that was probably the funniest rage I've ever had.
It was.
Cause
I
like,
was dying. I mentioned this to you before, but like I was dying when you got a draw 4 card like 2 times in a row.
yeah,
And you started swearing at Lori.
yeah, like I cussed her out like crazy. I cussed everybody out during that stream.
I don't think you did it to me.
I could swear I did. Maybe I didn't.
Yeah, I don't think so.
No, like, especially with Rick when he won four
Oh,
games in a set.
he won so many games. Yeah.
Oh my
I
god.
think I won like 2 games or
Yeah,
something.
you won 2 games. Sam won 2. I also won 2.
And Lori won one, I think.
Yeah, she did.
You out here raging.
I was
And
out here
Lord,
raging because
poor Lori here only won 1 game, and
I
you're the
know.
one raging.
I'm like, the way that she just casually said, "I am going to commit a murder," just that was just sending me.
Yeah. That was amazing.
It was gold content though.
It was. By the way, you guys should check out that stream.
Oh
Hint,
my,
hint.
oh my god! I'll leave a link to that, to the archive stream in the description. Oh my god, that was incredible.
It was.
Just like the the best one I think was probably when I got hit by 2 draw 4s in a row from Mori.
Yeah.
I absolutely
You
lost it.
lost it. You lost it.
Like probably could have yelled louder, but I didn't. Because like I think by that point my family was home and I had to tone it down.
That was toning it down.
Like I could have gone louder, but
Amen.
like I was still going. I was aggressive as hell with my yelling.
Bro, if that was toning it down, I could not imagine what it would have been like if your family was not there.
Oh my god!
Like that at that point it would have
Like
been eerie.
my family was not home when we started the stream,
Oh my god.
so like I could have gone even more unhinged, but I had the chose to hold myself back because like
Um,
I didn't necessarily want to give myself a sore throat afterward. And yeah,
you might as well could have though.
I could have, but like I had to choose between just going completely unhinged or kill my voice and give you guys ear rape.
You were close enough though.
Like I if I took like I could have said that I was completely unhinged and you still would have believed me.
Yeah, because it did seem that
It
way.
didn't seem that way. And that's the funniest bit. Like even though I was holding myself back just ever so slightly, it didn't seem like it.
Yeah,
Because like
ever so slightly.
Because I think that's the
As
most.
if it makes a difference.
I think that was like the most amount of rage I've ever shown in any of my content.
That's saying a lot.
Yeah, because like even when I was playing Super Monkey Ball on Twitch like a couple years ago, I did not go that hard.
Or even when we were playing Guess That Pokemon
Yeah,
live.
that too, that too.
Because you did rage a couple of times.
Yeah, I was yelling during that too, and I was just cussing out like crazy.
Yeah.
But even that paled in comparison to the Uno stream.
Yep. That has been dethroned now.
Well, that's like a personal record for me.
I don't think that's something you should be proud of.
No, I shouldn't. Like really, I should be toning it down. But
Yeah.
like it's absolutely funny for the viewers.
It's so funny.
And, like in the moment, it was hilarious for everyone else. Cause
Yeah.
like you, Brick, and Roy were
I was
absolutely were
laughing
there.
so
You guys
much
were
during
dying.
I was dying, yeah.
And like, I feel like the only other game to get me rage that much harder is Mario Party.
Oh god. And Laura even mentioned that, I think.
Yeah, like Maury said, it's like Una was like a card version of Mario Party. Like if Una could give me the rage as much as it did during that stream, God forbid how much more it's gonna be worse. How much worse it would be with Mario Party.
We should definitely play Uno again.
Yeah, we should definitely do that for our next stream, whenever that comes.
Yeah, because that was amazing.
Yeah, like even though I raged a lot, it was I was still laughing through it all. Like we were still laughing, just having a good time.
Yeah.
Like in the end, it was all in good fun, and there was no point in getting ultra competitive.
You say that, and yet
And yeah, I was screaming like I
you're
was being ultra competitive.
like a banshee.
Yeah, that's a problem with me. I tend to get a little competitive, but like I'll try
A
to.
little. A little.
Okay, maybe a lot.
Maybe.
I said maybe a lot.
Maybe.
Shut up.
More like definitely.
I'll try to dial it back next time we play.
Sure, Dan.
Watch me. And like the complete silence of when I would get served like a draw two or a skip. Just like and like and like the funny noises I made, the gremlin noises I made during some of the moments.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Like
Mm.
whether I growled or even turn one of those.
Just like a Totodile.
And like I could do that. I could do like that kind of gremlin voice, but not do a good Totodile impression. Like
It's close
Totodile is a
enough.
hard voice to do an impression of.
Yeah.
Like props to Totodile's VA for doing that kind of voice. Like that is incredible. Nope, I can't do it. I'm not gonna try again.
So, is there anything else?
um, no, not really. But yeah, like we got to the end of the notes already.
Oh, cool.
But a couple of things I could add are is some Go stuff like the home and Go tour is doing some extra things like rolling out promo version and whatnot, and Masters having some kind of Meowth event. That's about it.
All right, then.
There's not much else that I personally can add. We actually did not go into detail about the patch note for version 1.2 in Scarlet and Violet. I just realized that because like I briefly mentioned it during at the beginning of the stream, but we didn't talk much about it.
Oh well.
Yeah, I can briefly mention it. Bug fixes galore are gonna be in here. Um, some additional features are gonna be added, like in the box, for example. You can finally they're bringing back being able to change boxes when moving a Pokemon because previously you had to scroll through each individual box to put a Pokemon in a different box. Whereas,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
yeah, it was weird. I don't know why you couldn't do that before.
Yeah, you'd think that would be a standard by now.
Yeah, because like Sword and Shield had that,
Exactly.
so I don't, or did it? I don't remember. But
I
something a little bit
think it
more,
did at least.
but some indicates that something that's even more convenient is being able to change a Pokemon's nickname, marks, held items, or titles, and reorder moves and whatnot from the bot from the PC. Or is that am I getting that right? Instead of it says from a Pokemon summary, players will be able to change Pokemon's nickname markings. Oh, we can do that from the summary screen now. Okay. I thought yeah, because like if you didn't have a Pokemon in your party and wanted to change their moves, you had to add it to your party.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it was weird.
Yeah.
No word about performance improvements, which is a bit of a disappointment to some. And I get it, but like I'm glad that we're getting bug fixes because like it's amazing that these games are any remotely stable.
Yep. Pokemon bugs and galore.
Because like I'm nearing the end of my Violet playthrough, and like I've been playing. My Switch says I've been playing for about 40 hours, but my in-game playtime says I've been playing for about 39 hours. I lost a whole freaking hour with the frame drops.
That's a, that's a lot.
Yeah, it is. Oh my god. I I don't think that they'll. I'm not expecting them to address it, even though I think many people would like to see that happen during the Pokemon present during the presents.
Yeah.
But I mean,
I
given how well
I don't think that's happening.
although given how well the game sold and how loud the specific form of criticism has been, they gotta address it at some point.
Yeah, but I don't expect it to be in the presents.
Yeah, I don't think so either. But I guess we'll just have to wait and see on that.
Yep.
We're only a couple days away.
Yep.
That's so crazy to think about. We're almost there.
I know.
I'm excited though. It's gonna be a good day.
Same.
I What are some Pokemon that we want to see come back for the DLC?
Um Give me Polly back.
Poliwag would be a good fit in Paldea.
Yes. It should have been there in the first place. Anyway. Um what else? Uh
I want Vulpix opponents have back, please and thank you.
of course.
Because like the Buzztail line's the only horse Pokemon line in the entire Pokedex in Paldea.
Oh, yeah. Then it should return.
Yep.
Let me look at the decks.
For Scarlet and Violet.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think with the DLC we'll probably get 200 Pokemon returning 100 in each pack, much like Sword and Shield. It's like and I think part of that will be allocated for new Paradox Pokemon and some completely brand new Pokemon. Well, the Paradox forms count new Pokemon as new Pokemon.
Yeah. They do.
So what do I know? But in any case, uh, turns out the Legend starters are in the game's code. So
Oh, yes.
I think they'll just be added at some point.
Yeah.
Like I don't think we'll have to wait till the DLC. I think we might get them in the Terra Raid battles, much like how we've gotten
Yeah. Like like how
Greninja
we got Greninja.
and
Yep.
Cinderace. So
I expect that.
I think for once we get done with the 7-star Pikachu, I think we'll see another starter for 7-star raids. And I kind of want Hisuian Decidueye to be the next target.
Yeah, I don't mind. I don't mind that.
Although I don't know how that would work. I think a woman Decidueye has a better shot. In any case,
It
Decidueye.
could be either or. Yeah.
But also, I want the other starters from each region to come back as well, so we can complete the Johto, Unova, and Alola lines of starters in Paldea.
That would be great.
Like, I just want to go to Paldea with Primarina. Not biased at all.
Are you sure?
Shut up. Like, I think that if that's gonna happen, I think they're just gonna bring them in as is and not give them regional variants. Because like
give
it,
give who?
the remaining missing starters from Johto, Unova,
Oh
and
yeah,
Alola.
yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Because that would be a lot of farms that you'd be making. Because that'd be
Yeah,
like,
no, they would just add them in.
yeah. Because like that is 6 starter lines that you'd be bringing back. That's a pretty large amount of a Pokemon right there. That's 18 Pokemon
Exactly.
altogether.
Yep.
And like giving a third of them regional variants would be a lot.
Exactly.
Even though I would be screaming like absolute madness if Primarina ever got a
Mm.
regional variant. But I don't think we're gonna see in starter regional variants. And if we get any starters, additional starters to come back and Scarlet Violet outside of the legend starters,
it if we are, then we should. It'll probably be in a future Legends game.
probably.
Yeah.
I mean, they could probably. I mean, if we are gonna get, I mean, if they even if they did do regional variant starters, they wouldn't drop them all in like a single pack for the DLC. Like they would split them up.
Yeah.
Like half, like 3 could be allocated for the first pack, and the second half would be for the second pack.
Yeah. Yeah.
But again, that's not likely.
Yeah. No, I don't think that's happening.
But speaking of paradox forms, which Pokemon do we think could get a paradox form for the DLC?
Um. Well, I was seeing some hints of the beasts, the legendary beasts getting paradox forms. I think they're likely.
Oh, paradox Suicune would be sick.
Yeah, I think there is a hint of those in the game.
Oh,
Um,
that would be so cool.
I know.
Especially like, oh my god, could you imagine if the ancient paradox forms for the legendary bees were their beta designs?
Oh,
That would be a cool.
okay,
That
but
would be a
like
cool
that
throwback.
would be a cool throwback. Yes.
Like, I think that would be like. I already think Scarlet has the better paradox forms. Like, I really like the ancient concepts. Like the robotic ones are fine, but like, eh. I just like the Scarlet ones more personally.
Yeah, like the I don't like the idea of like future Pokemon just all being robots. Like that's
It's kind.
it's cool and all, but it's like it's overdone.
Yeah, it was very overdone. Like all of them start with iron, first of all, and they're all robots, like you said.
Yeah, like they literally took that one SpongeBob meme and was like,
And they rolled and they
future.
ran with it.
Yeah, like that's not what all the future is about.
I mean, I've seen some cool future paradox concepts all over social media. Like, it's a really cool idea. I just wish it was more
No,
than
I
just.
like it, but I
I wish
just
it.
I
I,
it doesn't all have to be
yeah,
robots.
I just wish it wasn't just robots.
Yeah, like there's so much you could do with future mod.
Yeah, exactly. Like the future just does not have to mean robots.
Yeah. Like it could just look different. It doesn't have to be robotic.
Like that's what makes the Scarlet Paradox Pokemon so much cooler, in my opinion.
Yeah, I kind of wish that the Violet exclusive Paradox ones like had some Pokemon where it didn't look all robotic. But no.
But like, I did find. I just sent a screenshot on in the art channel of a
Ooh.
of a uh, of a Paradox Tauros that I saw on Tumblr.
That's cool.
Yeah, if
That's really cool.
yeah, like the fan concepts are really neat,
Yeah.
but even so, I like the idea of the ancient forms more.
Yeah.
And like I'm
I
coming
mean, I like them both. Like I said, just didn't wish the future ones were all robotic.
like don't get me wrong, the idea of paradox Pokemon in this game in general is just amazing.
Yeah, it is. I just don't like the future forms all being robotic.
Yeah, same. Although some of them are absolutely amazing, like Iron Bundle and Iron Valiant.
Oh no, they're all cool, I think.
Also,
The
the
main
names,
issue. Yeah.
the names for the Violet Paradox Pokemon are
I don't remember their names. I just say, "Hey, that's future. That's future. What's an example? That's
Delibird.
future Delibird. Yeah, that's future Delibird. I don't think Iron whatever.
Yeah, like Iron Bundle, Iron Hands being the
I
Paradox
don't bother. I
Hariyama.
don't bother. I don't bother remembering the names of the ancient forms or the future form.
I mean, the Scarlet Paradox names are a little bit better, but like, the still feels really random. Like the
I
Jigglypuff
get
Paradox,
I get the idea. I get the idea,
like you have,
but like yeah.
like you have some cool, actual cool names like Slitherwing or Roaring Moon, but
Oh yeah, Roaring Moon. That's a Salmonson, right?
yeah, it's Salamence.
That's that has to be like my favorite one.
But like,
My favorite paradox one.
like Screamtail for Jigglypuff, Flutter Mane
I
for
mean,
Scream.
Screamtail makes sense. You see it screaming and it has a tail.
Oh my god.
You can't. You cannot tell me that that's not perfect.
Or Brute Bonnet for Among Us. Or Sandy Shocks for Magneton. Why Magneton to gain a paradox instead of Magnezone? That feels so
yeah,
random to me.
actually, yeah, actually, I never thought about that. Why did the middle evolution get a paradox form?
And like same with Jigglypuff and not Wigglytuff.
Yeah, I have no idea. Well, Magnezone could be already considered like it kind of does look futuristic in a sense. So maybe that's why they went with Magneton, but what do I know?
Maybe. It just doesn't make much sense though.
That's what I'm saying. What do I know? I don't know.
I don't know.
Shut up.
Nah, but like I really want the Vulpix and Ponytail lines to come back as Gardevoir because I'm so biased and I miss them.
Could you imagine if we got Paradox Vulpix though?
I will scream. I will freaking scream. Ninetales has a better shot against the Paradox than Vulpix, but still.
Yeah, yeah.
That goes for Rapidash.
Paradox Ninetales.
And like I saw this concept of a Paradox Rapidash on Twitter, but like that was when Scarlet and Violet leaks were coming out, so I was like trying to avoid it, and I'm like, fuck, I think I saw a leak, but no, it was just it was a fan concept.
It was fan art.
I don't even remember who made it, and that's the problem. Because
Oof.
like I saw it for a split second, and it looked so cool. Let me see if I can let's see if I can find it.
I think I would like to see a Paradox Garchomp or something.
Ooh, I think for Garchomp that would probably be an ancient one
Yeah, I
because
think so
I
too.
don't know how they can make a robotic Garchomp. I mean, they could like
Yeah. They could just go with the beta Garchomp, to be honest.
exactly like. I feel like this is why the ancient Pokemon concept is so much better in my opinion because the game could easily just remake the beta Pokemon that they were initially scrapped.
Yeah, they could. Although something new
Yeah, like something new
is
and
also
original would be
welcome.
nice, but like
Yeah.
that's a possibility that they could do.
Yeah.
And like if I go check out the new Pokemon for Scarlet Violet again, because I could have sworn I saw some kind of post regarding those Pokemon looking like some beta ones. but I can't remember who or what it even said. So I don't know if it's
You
like
know, you know what Pokemon would be funny if it got a paradox form?
what.
The Porygon line,
That's not a crazy idea, actually.
like an ancient form for Porygon.
Maybe, but I think Porygon, specifically the original Porygon, has the best shot of getting
Yeah,
a future form. Like
yeah,
I think
because
I think Porygon getting a future paradox is prime real estate.
yeah, I think that's where the robotic one makes the most
It
sense.
does because like Porygon
That's where robotic future paradox one makes sense.
and Genesect as well.
Oh yeah, Genesect. You're so right. Genesect.
Because like both of those Pokemon, like Genesect is just a straight up a machine, and
Exactly.
and then you have Porygon, which is essentially a computer system.
Yep.
Metagross is another good concept as well.
Oh, true.
And we know that they gave Salamence a paradox form, and
Yep.
I
Although
think
that was the ancient one.
yes, that was Roaring Moon. So I think Metagross getting a future form to serve as a counterpart to Roaring Moon would be so cool.
I think that would be perfect actually.
Yeah, because then you have
Yeah, like see if you have like these mons who actually have like futuristic who already have like a futuristic feel to it, getting future paradox forms actually makes sense.
yeah, exactly.
Rather than all of these random Pokemon just being robots for just the sake of being robots.
Yeah, exactly. Like when you have Pokemon like Metagross, who's a little computer robot, it's
Yeah.
the you can take that even further.
It's free real estate.
Exactly. Oh man, like stuff like this is so exciting because
Yes.
like paradox Pokemon is such a cool concept.
Yeah, it is.
But I personally don't want this to replace traditional regional variants.
I mean, it's not though. Like we that's why we had both regional variants and paradox forms.
Yeah, so I feel like yeah, as cool as the paradox Pokemon are, I think this is just going to be a Scarlet and Violet thing and not be carried over into any other game.
Yeah, because regional variants has been around for so long since Alola, really.
Yeah, exactly. And like the concept of paradox Pokemon makes the most sense in Scarlet and Violet from a design and plot standpoint.
Yeah, exactly.
Because like you have both Professor Sada and Turo studying Pokemon from the past and the future.
Exactly.
And like Troidon and Miraidon are straight up paradox forms of Psychozar.
Yep.
It's like I feel like if there was any concept to be a Scarlet about only thing, I'd be okay with it. It's the paradox forms, as cool as it is. But like, I just don't see it working well in any other region that we currently have.
Yeah, no, it's definitely a Scarlet Violet exclusive thing.
And like the only reason why these paradox Pokemon aren't Paldea in the first place is because of the time machine that Sada and Turo built.
Exactly. Dilf.
Of course, you're gonna simp.
it
I was wondering when you were gonna start simping for Turo when I mentioned him.
it was a bit late, huh?
Maybe a bit, but better late than never. I mean, I just finished the Path of Legend story today, so and
Oh, neat.
I was hoping to finish the main story of Violet today before I started playing Kirby's Return to Dreamland Deluxe, but my copy came in, and granted, I didn't start it, but like
Well,
that's another game that I'm gonna be getting to.
no, but like I still think that Scarlet and Violet has like one of the best set of stories in the entire franchise.
Absolutely, like this,
Along with Legends Arceus, like this is peak.
yeah, like the
This
Scarlet,
is like peak.
and like I can only imagine what kind of story we could get for the DLC for each pack.
Yeah.
I don't think it's going to be as grand as the main story in the base game.
No, but it'll probably be something fun, kind of like what the Sword and Shield DLC were like.
Yeah, exactly. I think it's going to be something more along the
Yeah.
line of, especially the Crown Tundra, because like
Yeah.
because like the concept, the when you really think about it, the Crown Tundra stories being split up into three different parts is essentially what Scarlet Violet is.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Oh my god, it was the beta all along.
I mean, we've been saying for so long that Gen 8 was just a beta for Gen 9.
I mean, yeah, you got the wild area, and then you had the Isle of Armor and the Crown Tundra.
Yep.
It was writing itself, people.
Yep, exactly. And so I'm so curious to see what this DLC is going to contain, and whether or not this could be like any new area to Paldea at all. Because
I want. We could be seeing like a third legendary, maybe.
yeah, because
We don't have any,
we don't have one for the coincide
so
for.
that could as well tie into the DLC,
I
and
think
it'll probably be the main story.
I think for that would probably be allocated to the second DLC pack, kind of like how
Yeah,
Calyrex was like the big focus for the Crown Tundra.
exactly. Yeah.
Because like you had this ultra powerful legendary for the second pack, and a still comparable legendary for the first pack.
Yep.
And I think we'll see something similar for the Scarlet Violet DLC.
I
Although
think
we
so too.
although we have a legendary quartet with the ruined legendaries in the base game, so I don't know what else they could do.
They'll just bring in the third legendary.
Yeah, they'll just do it so
You could
many.
always they could always have some new legendaries too. Who knows?
Yeah, exactly. But like, I think this is probably like the first time since like Gold and Silver where we get a new generation without a third legendary to coincide
At
with.
least at least so far.
Yeah, but at least
It feels weird not to have a third legendary now that I think about it.
yeah, because like ever since Generation 3, we've always had a legendary trio for each generation.
Yep.
Because in Gen 3, you had Groundhog Kyogre Rayquaza, 4 was Dialga Palkia and Giratina, 5 was Reshiram, Zekrom, and Kyurem, 6 was Xerneas, Yveltal, and Zygarde, and 7 was
Although Zygarde was basically
Zygarde was just there.
Zygarde was just there.
Then
Barely there. That's why we deserve a legend Zygarde. Anyway.
then the 7 was Solgaleo, Lunala, and the Crozma, and finally Gen 8 was Zacian, Zamazenta, and
And
Eternatus.
Eternatus. And Gen 9.
Is Karana, Miraidon, and nothing.
Yep. Yeah, I think if a if a third legendary is coming, it's definitely in the DLC. And
Yeah,
it should honestly it should appear in DLC.
yeah, but do we think the third legendary could be another Paradox Pokemon like Koraidon and Miraidon?
No, I think it'll more emphasize on like the present since we have the past and the future.
Yeah,
And
that
likely be the Pokemon that like combines both. Well, not I don't think combine is the right word, but like what's the word?
like compensates.
Yeah, for both the past and the future. Brings balance between both past and the future.
Yeah, that's a good point actually. Having the legendary represent the present because Psychozar is the present form of Koraidon and Miraidon.
Yeah, but it's not a legendary, of course.
Yeah, it's not. It's not even close. It's not even a pseudo.
No.
What is Psychozar's BST? It is only 501. But in any case, yeah, I think the third legendary being representing the present makes a lot of sense actually.
Yeah, because we have past and the future, so what's in between? The present, of course.
Future.
No, they ran with that in Violet. Creating Pokemon Violet paradox forms be like
In terms of other Pokemon I want to see come back. God, there's over 1,000, and we already have 400 Pokemon in this game, with over 100 in new ones in Scarlet and Violet. So that's like a fourth of the Pokedex right there.
Yep. I imagine, are they Kanto starters in in Pokemon Scarlet and Violet?
Um, I don't think so. They could be in the code, but I don't
I
think.
imagine they'll return at some point because yeah.
If anything, I could see the Kanto starters gaining Paradox forms
Oh, true.
because we know how much they
Yeah.
like to milk Kanto.
Yeah. Oh my god. Could you imagine a robot Charizard?
I don't even want to think about. I think if
A
anything,
robot Charizard.
I think it's possible that for a Charizard Paradox, I think Gifrey could actually go the Roaring Moon route and give it an ancient form.
Yeah. Either or, because they could do both honestly because Charizard.
And plus, Donphan got two Paradox forms.
Yeah, so did Volcarona.
That too, because you got Slitherwing and Iron Moth.
Yep. I do I do like both of them, honestly. Even though I just complained that hey, not all Pokemon should be robotic. I do like them both.
Okay, but like, which Paradox form is your personal favorite right now?
I did say Roaring Moon.
Oh, right, you did say that. You did say that.
Yeah, it's just so cool.
Yeah, it really
Even though
is.
I've never used even though I never used it
Yeah, because you don't have
because
Scarlet,
I don't have Scarlet.
aka the better version.
But Scarlet doesn't have Tauros, so
I find it funny that Violet is the more popular version, but Scarlet,
is it?
yeah.
I chose the right version then. I'm
But
just
what?
kidding.
But like technically, Scarlet actually has the better version exclusives, which
Well, that's just based on opinion, really.
I mean, true.
But yeah,
I think for my personal favorite Paradox, I think it would probably be either Slitherwing or Iron Valiant.
I remind me who Iron Valiant is.
It's the Gallade and Gardevoir combo.
Oh shit! Yes, I love them. I actually love them a lot. They're so cool.
Yeah,
I think I think I think I was mainly excited because like Gallade is one of my favorite Pokemon. So yeah,
and the fact that Gardevoir and Gallade got a combined Paradox form, I think that's probably what
that was that was honestly pretty clever.
that was that's probably the coolest of the Violet Paradox ones.
Yeah, those are one of my favorites too. I can't believe I forgot about them.
And you played Violet, so you should know.
Yeah, but I never used any of them.
But like you saw them at least.
I did see them, yeah.
And like it took me until the 1,000 Pokemon video that the Pokemon Company put out for me to finally see the Violet Paradox forms. Because like I was gonna wait to see them in game and Violet for the first time, but like everyone knows about them now, and
Yeah, it didn't make sense to wait any longer,
like
especially if you're on the internet.
yeah, especially when I'm like we're 2 months after, no, 4 months. Is it 4 months? Yeah, it's 4 months after the games came out, and we're almost into March, and I'm still not done with my Violet playthrough. And I started it like back in like mid-January or so.
Lori would have finished it by now. She would have finished it and started like five more games and finished those
Yeah,
as
like,
well.
she did 6 or 7 fucking playthroughs of Scarlet when the games came out.
Yeah. Uh,
And she finished most of them so quickly, and I'm like, how?
she is speed.
And she started yet another replay of Emerald last night. Or the other
Oh
day.
yeah, I saw that.
In any
Did she
case,
finish it already?
she didn't say anything about it yet.
Oh, okay.
In any case, though, I don't know how anyone could finish the game that quickly. Like you're
What do you mean you don't know how? You saw her do it like 7 times.
and I'm like, I'm so surprised every time I shouldn't by this point.
Yeah, you really shouldn't be. At this point, you should expect it.
And I can only imagine how many more times she's gonna replay Gen 3 if they come to the Switch.
Oh god, I actually would replay it too because I haven't replayed Gen 3 in so long.
I mean, if they do actually come to the Switch, we should all replay it together.
We should.
Online and everything.
I'd have to get NSO though. Again.
Yeah, everyone would have to get NSL again.
You know what we should do?
What?
We should do like a family plan or something.
That's not a bad idea, actually.
Since we're all like, one training family.
I see what you did there.
I had to. I had to. It was right there. It was perfect.
Yeah, that was a perfect opportunity, then you took it.
Yep. I'm proud of myself.
Pat yourself on the back, you deserve it.
I do. How much is the family pack again?
um, I'd have to check because I'm not sure what the price is for the expansion pack. Since
Nintendo.
that's the plan that I have.
Okay, okay. Let me just check.
I mean, Game Boy Advance games being on the expansion pack makes it worth it for me. And like when Community Amazing Mirror gets added to the service, it's over. It's just freaking over. Like I don't need Gen 3 on the expansion pack. Uh,
Um, is it $34 a year?
let me see. Now I'm curious as well.
I think so.
So, okay, the family plan for the expansion pack is $80 a year,
Yep, I saw that.
whereas the standard NSO plan is on for a family plan is only 35.
Yeah. So I was right. Okay.
Yeah, you were right.
That's not bad.
Yeah, not bad at all, honestly. Like considering that
If
the
like if like 5 of us could join that, then
we'd
what's
be
35 divided by 5?
each of us would
That's
be
like each of us would pay like $7, I think. Yeah?
yeah. If we were to get the yeah, I
If
think
we
so.
were to get the family pack.
If we get the family plan, well, it's 80 a year, and I need
No,
to
I'm talking about the $35 one.
talk about the expansion pack.
Just the standard one.
Okay, so yeah, so like yeah, if we were to get the standard plan, each of us would if and we get a group of five, that'd be $7 a year. But if we say do the expansion pack, that'd be only 16 a year. That's not that much more money.
Yeah.
Math.
We'll have to discuss it then.
Yeah, we'll definitely have to discuss this off voice chat, not off voice chat, off
Yeah.
camera. You know
I
what I
mean
mean?
I mean we are on voice chat though, so you were right the first time.
Whatever. All right, but like I said, the Game Boy Advance being on the expansion pack makes that alone worth it for me. Like
Yeah.
that shit was my childhood right there. That's where I got my start with gaming. I mean, granted, it wasn't the very start as I started with the Game Boy Color, but in any case,
I had the green one. I had the green Game
same
Boy Color too.
same here, same here.
I have so much nostalgia for it.
Yeah, same. I had both a Kiwi and I think the grape Game Boy Color, but I didn't have.
Oh no, I just had the green. That
Yeah,
was it.
yeah. Like the green one is definitely the one I think of when I think of Game Boy Color.
Yeah,
Like that's my childhood right there.
same.
Like I didn't have mine for very long because I tried to play during car rides in the dark that night and I couldn't see the screen because the screen was not lit. And I think I kept complaining about it, so my parents traded it in for a Game Boy Advance SP.
Oh, gotcha.
I still have the original one that my parents got for me all those years ago, actually.
Neat.
In fact,
And yet I still don't know what happened to my green Game Boy.
I still can't wrap around my head that one of my childhood consoles is now on the Switch.
Let's go.
And but the Pokemon Trading Card game is gonna be one of the games that's gonna be coming in at some point this year.
Yep, that's like the only Pokemon content we know that's coming to the Switch.
Yeah, at least for the Game Boy stuff on NSO.
Yeah.
But I think it will. I think we will get more, especially with spin-off games like Mystery Dungeon and Pinball.
Yeah, I think pinball is likely.
Yeah, as long as like both pinball games on the Game Boy Color and Game Boy Advance, because what's funny is that the first Pokemon Pinball had a rumble motor built into the cartridge, so whenever you're playing, you actually get some haptic feedback once you put a AAA battery in there.
Oh, right.
Whereas Pokemon Pinball Ruby and Sapphire did not have the rumble motor built into the cartridge, but instead you get haptic feedback if you play it on the Game Boy Player.
Okay.
And what's cool is that the Game Boy Advance games on NSO are running in Game Boy Player mode. So, like, I didn't know this until I saw a tweet about it on Twitter saying that Super Mario Advance 4 and Mario and Luigi Superstar Saga have the toggles on for Game Boy Player mode for Rumble feedback.
Huh, I didn't know that either.
It's like that's a big deal in itself, but like an even bigger deal is the fact that Kirby Tilt and Tumble is coming to the service as well. And what makes that game significant is that it was one of the few motion controlled games on the Game Boy. And
I didn't
previously,
even know I didn't even know Game Boy had motion control support.
yeah, like it had the motion controls were built right into the cartridge itself.
Oh, yeah, I did not know that.
Yeah, and for its Kirby, in the case of Kirby Tilt and Tumble, uh, the best way to play it was on the original Game Boy Color system. Like, because like if you try playing on the Game Boy Advance SP, the cartridge is upside down, so the controls are absolute whack.
Right.
And so, like, in order to capture a video of it, you'd have to play Tilt and Tumble on the Game Boy Player and physically move the GameCube around to play the game because you can only use motion controls to play the
Yeah,
game.
that's a lot of work for nothing.
It's like if you're say like recording a speed run, that's how you have to record the gameplay footage.
Jeez. No. No. That would be so stupid.
It looks awkward. I've seen clips of it and it looks so ridiculous.
Oh my god.
So like Tilt and Tumble coming to the Switch and supporting gyro control is going to be a much easier and much more comfortable way to play it. And that also opens the gate for other motion controlled Game Boy games to come to the service as well. Like like Yoshi Topsy Turvy, which used gyro control, and Warrior Twisted as well. And I think and Game Freak actually had a non-Pokemon game on the Game Boy Advance called Drill Dozer, which was like this 2D platformer that had Rumble built into the
Hey,
cartridge.
I have never heard of that.
Yeah, it was kind of an obscure game. I think it came out pretty late. When did that game come out? Okay, according to Wikipedia, it came out in North America in February of 2006.
Yeah, don't remember.
Yeah, like in any case, like, and it came out in Japan in September 2005. But like in any case, that's after the DS had hit store shelves.
All right.
So the more you know.
Hashtag the more you know.
Like I feel like re-releasing Drill Dozer would be a very nice way of preserving more of Game Freak's history. Because like they're
The
not
most obscure game they ever produced.
because like their non-Pokemon games fly heavily under the radar.
Yeah.
Like the only ones that to my knowledge, that got any sort of attention, but, but for all the wrong reasons, was Little Town Hero. As
Oh yeah, I remember that.
and they also had a card game on the 3DS called Pocket Card Jockey, which was a horse racing game that was solitaire, and it actually turned out
Huh.
pretty. And it was actually pretty good from what I've heard. And funny enough, it just got an a re-release on Apple Arcade. It just got remade for the iPhone.
Bruh. You're joking.
I'm not.
Dang.
They were it.
I did not remember
Yeah,
that at all either.
it just got remade not too long ago as Pocket Card Jockey Ride On.
Bruh.
But to my knowledge, that game is an Apple Arcade exclusive right now.
The more you know, I guess.
Yeah. And what's even crazier is that Game Freak works with Creatures Inc. to make the software for the Game Boy camera accessory.
Oh. Okay, okay.
But in any case, that's all I can think of at the moment.
Yeah, same here.
Is there anything else that you want to add before we do close?
No, not really.
All right. Well, we went on for much longer than I thought we would.
Yeah, we passed the 2 hour mark, I think.
Yeah, we're just coming up on 2 hours. Hours in the raw recording. I'm not sure.
Okay.
I'm not sure how the edited version is gonna come out, but
Probably maybe probably a little shorter.
yeah, probably around like an hour 50 or so, if I had to guess. We'll see how close I get.
Yeah.
But in any case, I think that is going to wrap up for this week. Uh, Exciting day on Monday with the Pokemon Presents. Fingers crossed for Scarlet and Violet DLC and a new spinoff. I think that's probably the most I can expect, but I hope to be surprised by everything else. And it should just be a fun day on Monday. But in any case, I want to thank you all for tuning in. Until next time, throw it all. We're still a family. One to the family. Goodbye.